Have you ever felt like life just keeps knocking you down? One minute you're moving forward, and the next you're flat on your back, wondering how you'll ever get up. If you've been there, you're not alone. But what if I told you there's a skill, a mental muscle, that can help you not only get back up, but stand taller and stronger than before? That skill is resilience. So what is resilience really? It's one of those words we hear a lot, but its true meaning is often misunderstood. Resilience isn't about being invincible or never feeling pain. It's not about building a wall so high that nothing can ever touch you. True resilience is the ability to bend without breaking, to face adversity and bounce back. It is the quiet strength that allows you to stay steady when the pressure is on and to keep moving forward, even when the path is difficult. Think of it this way. A resilient person isn't someone who never falls down. They're the person who gets back up every single time. They understand that stumbling is part of the journey. The real victory isn't in avoiding the fall, it's in the rising. One of the most powerful shifts you can make to build this resilience is to change where you put your focus. It's so easy to get stuck in a loop of thinking about the problem. We replay it, analyze it, and ask, why me? Why is this happening? This kind of thinking keeps us trapped. A resilient mind, however, does something different. It acknowledges the problem, yes, but then it quickly pivots to look for solutions. Instead of dwelling on what went wrong, you start training your brain to ask, what can be done right now? What's the next best step I can take? This simple question changes everything. It shifts you from a passive victim of circumstances to an active participant in your own life. You take back your power by focusing on action, no matter how small. Now mental strength isn't something you're just born with. It's built, just like physical strength. You don't go to the gym once and expect to be a bodybuilder. It takes consistent training. The same is true for your mind. You can build mental endurance by intentionally taking on small daily challenges. This could be anything from finishing a task you've been putting off, to having a difficult but necessary conversation, or even just holding a plank for 10 seconds longer than you think you can. Each time you push through a small discomfort, you're proving to yourself that you can handle it. These little victories accumulate. They build a foundation of confidence and prove that you are capable of overcoming obstacles. Over time, these small wins compound, preparing you for the bigger challenges life will inevitably throw your way. As you're building this strength, it's crucial to pay attention to the voice inside your head. We all have an inner dialogue, a constant stream of thoughts. For many of us, that voice can be our own worst critic. It's harsh, judgmental, and quick to point out our flaws. This negative self-talk is like an anchor, weighing you down and making it impossible to bounce back. To build resilience, you must learn to control this inner dialogue. Start by simply noticing when you're being hard on yourself. When you catch a negative thought, challenge it. Is it really true? Is it helpful? Then, consciously replace it with a more constructive and empowering one. A great way to do this is to speak to yourself the way you would speak to a dear friend who is struggling. You would be kind, encouraging, and supportive. Offer yourself that same compassion. Your inner voice can be your greatest ally or your worst enemy. Make the choice to turn it into your coach, not your critic. Another cornerstone of a resilient mindset is reframing your relationship with failure. Our culture often treats failure as the end of the road, a final verdict on our abilities. But resilient thinkers see it differently. They understand that mistakes are not a sign of weakness. They are a source of feedback. Failure is data. It tells you what didn't work, so you can adjust your approach and try again. Every successful person you admire has a long list of failures behind them. The difference is, they didn't let those failures stop them. They used them as stepping stones. When you embrace failure as a necessary part of progress, it loses its power over you. It's no longer something to be feared, but something to be learned from. So the next time you fail, don't see it as a dead end. See it as a detour that is teaching you a better way to reach your destination. Building all this inner strength is vital, but you also need to protect your energy by managing your external environment. Think of your mental and emotional energy as a finite resource. Some people and situations drain it, while others replenish it. If you're constantly surrounded by negativity, complaining, or drama, it's like trying to fill a bucket with a hole in it. You'll be perpetually drained, with little energy left to face your own challenges. A key part of resilience is learning to set boundaries. This means consciously limiting your time with people who bring you down and in environments that feel toxic or depleting. Instead, make an effort to surround yourself with positivity, learning, and inspiration. Seek out people who lift you up, content that fuels your mind, and activities that recharge your spirit. Your environment is either feeding your growth or stunting it. Choose wisely. Finally, remember that building resilience is a marathon, not a sprint. It's about consistency over intensity. You can't just decide to be resilient one day and expect it to stick. It's built through small daily practices. It's the choice to find a solution instead of dwelling on the problem. It's the decision to push through a small discomfort. It's the moment you catch a negative thought and replace it with a kind one. It's the courage to try again after a setback. These are the daily reps that build your resilience muscle. A massive, inconsistent effort might feel heroic in the moment, but it's the small, consistent efforts that create lasting change. Don't get discouraged if you don't feel like a superhero overnight. Just focus on making a small, positive choice today, and then another one tomorrow. Over time, these choices will forge an unshakable core of strength within you. So let's recap the journey to a more resilient mind. It starts with understanding that resilience is about getting back up, not never falling. It's about shifting your focus from problems to solutions, asking what's next, instead of why me. It's about building mental toughness through small, daily challenges, celebrating each tiny win along the way. It is about becoming your own best friend, by controlling your inner dialogue and replacing criticism with compassion. It's about embracing failure as feedback, a lesson on the path to success. It's about protecting your energy by curating a positive environment and setting boundaries. And most importantly, it's about practicing consistency over intensity, knowing that small daily efforts are what lead to profound, lasting strength. Building resilience is one of the most valuable investments you can ever make in yourself. It won't make life perfect, but it will equip you to handle the imperfections with grace, strength, and confidence. You have the power to cultivate this mindset, starting today. Thank you so much for watching. If this video resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content on building a stronger, happier life. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. What is one small step you can take today to build your resilience? See you in the next video.